what this guy was about, I got rid of him immediately, and I took the piece off of the site. You want to do guilt by association?
No, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to follow the narrative of your own book, and what I'm saying is we have.
What have I not told the truth about? What have I not told the truth about?
We've had Rush Limbaugh. Let me just get.
What have I not told the truth about? What have I not told the truth about? You started this off.
I want to ask you a question.
What have I not told the truth about?
Let me ask you a question. This week, Obama dressed and in a family of apes.
Are you asking me about this? What do I have to do with it?
I want to ask you, what do you think of that image?
It's deplorable. It's deplorable. It's reprehensible, and you're trying to you're trying to insinuate that I'm a racist here, which is what MSNBC does to conservatives every single day. This entire context of this conversation is what the NAACP and what the Democratic Party has been doing to the Tea Party for the last year.
I haven't spoken to anyone.
And the entire context of this, the subtext of this interview.
Why didn't you, when you published Shirley Sherrod's comments, the 136 seconds, and your voluminous article, as you rightly point out, why didn't you stand up and defend her and say, actually, she's not a racist? Why did you write things like she's racially discriminated against a white farmer?
Because the rest of the video showed different things that illuminated something that was not as black and white as you would like.
We use some bits of the information and we don't use others.
No, she said that. Why don't you hold her accountable for saying that I wanted to bring black people back to slavery? She, on day one, said this was the NAACP's fault. A week later, she said, this has nothing to do with the NAACP. This is about Andrew Breitbart. Somebody told her, we need to target Andrew Breitbart at this point. On day one, the NAACP understood perfectly well what the context of this video was, and I successfully stopped their waging the campaign that MSNBC was party to try to falsely frame the Tea Party as racist. I'm not talking about MSNBC.
Let me move on to the book. I'm trying to focus on your book. I'm pulling out material from your book. In the book, you talk about bloggers, citizen journalists, who have implied that the president's autobiography, Dreams from My Father, was written by, quote, I'm quoting, the domestic terrorist Bill Ayers.
Yes, I think that's first of all,
is there any evidence to support that?
The Jack Cashel articles on that are very compelling. It's clearly a
what is the evidence?
It's clearly a theory.
What is the evidence?
And I said that I believe it, and
what
this is
the
an opinion.
Evidence?
You're not going to shut down dissent in this country. I believe it to the core of my being.
I'm asking you to evidence the fact
Read the Jack Cashel article. I believe that it's a compelling argument. It's a very complex argument, but I would say the most.
Mr. Ayers has denied doing this.
He's also said that he has.
But he's denied.
But he's also said that he has.
Ghostwriting the autobiography.
But he also has said that he has. He has also said that he has.
Here we have a problem, you see, because I'm
allowed to have this opinion.
Shirley Sherrod, we have Rush, we have you quoting people suggesting that they're ghostwriters. Do you see how
there's nothing wrong with having? If you've read through my entire book, you didn't read my book. Media Matters read it for you. Every single thing.
I've marked it up. I've read the whole thing.
Every single point that you've offered is straight out of George Soros's funded and John Podesta's led Media Matters. You are playing the role of a dupe of John Podesta and Eric Bullard in Media Matters. Every time I appear on MSNBC, or a lot of times, there's Eric Bullard from Media Matters to be right there. Those are talking points straight out of Media Matters.
You and I are having a conversation about truth.
No, we are.
And
Media Matters is over there. George Soros is sitting over there, and Bill Ayers is sitting over here. Well, you have agenda-driven journalism. I support it. I support MSNBC. I support Keith Olbermann when he was fined by MSNBC, because the implication that he was giving money was somehow ethically wrong when everybody knows where he comes from. Everybody knows where you're coming from. I believe in a back and forth.
Okay, Andrew. Well, thank you very much indeed for joining us today.